First opened in 2002, there's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports.
Keep playing hard. Let's go. 60 outlaw. Mike, 58, right there. Here we go, here we go. Undercrush, topper, five.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Leo! Let's get off the field, D. Hey, Zoo! 58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Go.
2nd and 6. Making the catch is Sternberger. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Completes it to Davis. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he's going to get it across the midfield stripe into Lion territory. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Check 26, check 26.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Set 90, Wolf.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And it was the stiff arm there that freed him enough to get the first before he's tackled. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
6-6, bullet high.
Throwing again. Parrish. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 30.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Check three. Slam.
Now Chubb running right. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
He's got Adams on the hookup. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Now Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Hey, 42's the mic. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day. Whip. Watch the alert. You got tight. Right there. Hey, I got him. That's me. Check. 42's the mic. Check. Hey, what do you got?
On play action, Rosen.
Check nickel.
Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch safety creep.
They'll try the left side. Wooten. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. And defensively, a dime look here. 6 DBs on 3rd and 12.
No surprise at all.
Check hot route. Hot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
Nice hit.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. So on fourth down, here's Sam Martin to punt it away for Detroit. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10.
X3, 2X, hit it.
From the gun, Parrish. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. Had about 5 sacks last week, and we just saw their first one of this game.
The Packers on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 15. Off play action. Parrish. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Like rush in, rush in, rush in.
They'll try the left side. Wooten. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Ready.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
On third down, this is Jackson. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Detroit, 16 yards on the pickup. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You draw Corker. Hey, alert.
42. I'm coming.
It's 80. Mike 42.
Here's Rosen to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go, baby.
On the ready.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
58.
Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 2. And that's complete to Adams. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Ready.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Operating from the gun. Parrish. This complete to Jones. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Ready up.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. On the stop was Aaron Donald. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
2nd and 9 now. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And it's going to be another first. First down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season.
61, matchbox lights.
Come on. Focus, defense, focus. 58, boys, 58.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready, break.
Right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Smooth. 5.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Parrish. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Back to throw. Parrish. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And McManus able to put it through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. You're down 3, under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick, and they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in the half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play calls, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. On third down, here's Jones. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So on now is Brandon McManus. He has hit from as far away as 57, but that was in Denver. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance? Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
24 is the mic. I'm here all day. 24 is the mic.
Hey, Alpha.
24 is the mic. Watch the curve.
Hey, alert, alert.
Slam, slam.
Tight, 80.
Hey, watch edge.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. A run for Nick Chubb. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Set, ready? 10-2 soft.
Come on. Okay, double up. Alert 3. Jim.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
You ready?
58, 58, Mike. Check tight, check tight, check tight.
He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready? 50, plant.
Mike, 50.
Hey, lock it.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Big grip, big grip.
Throwing on first down. Parrish. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give running right is Chubb. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Come on, set. 60 or.
I got it. No.
Protein spill. 5.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Looking to throw. Parrish. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, alert.
Check.
They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Monday.
Check 24. Kill.
Hey. High 7. 80. What do you got?
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rosen. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
5.
And the blitz does come. Going down the middle, and it's complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
They run on 1st down with Jackson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Rosen looking to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Justin Jackson. And now a fumble. The ball's out.
Lay down.
The offense retains possession.
Hey, pick your game up. Tight as Ringo. Tight as on Ringo.
On 3rd down, it's West. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions trailing, but with possession of the football as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. The quick feet by Jackson. Oh, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there, relied on the big guys up front, and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dancing for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Larry. I'm coming.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Justin Jackson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are an extra point away now from taking the lead here in the 4th. Extra point splits the uprights, and they have taken the lead here in this 4th quarter. Here's Martin now following the score as he'll send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go. Watch the pass.
Get it.
From the gun, Parrish looking deep for Adams. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Watch the safety creep. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
What do you got?
After the interception, here's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
They gonna need some therapy.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Hey, Haywood.
Third and long here for Rosen. He's going to float this one deep right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go for a bit. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play.
First down, Packers.
Ready.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Chubb. And an alley to run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. 36 yards on the play.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Watch the 6-6. Pull it high. Slam.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front. All right, now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Middle. Check nine.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Right back to him on first down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Let's go.
On second down now, Wooten. That's what they needed. It's an 8-yard gain, and now 3rd and 4 suddenly doesn't look so bad. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
24 is the mic. I'm coming, baby. I'm coming, baby.
General West.
Check 24. Check 24.
Rosen to throw. He's got it to Williams. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely, this defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long.
Hey, alert, alert. 24. Hey, quarter. Hey, exit.
24 is the mic. Wild Bill. 24.
Hug.
All right, D. Check, go get him.
He's back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Blake Jarwin, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 14.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Strong right. 3 down.
Hey, foxtrot.
3 down. 24 is the mic.
Middle.
Get ready. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Hey, hard. Hey, quarter. Hey, hard.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
We got three, fellas. We got
One down.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Incomplete. He was covered by Jair Alexander.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And I tell you, these division games never for the faint of heart, but they come through with a tight victory here on the road.
And you find yourself working harder in a game like this too, don't you?
Yeah,
because you got to stay with it, right? You got to stay with it. You got to stay locked in. It's our type of a game. And you just mentioned it. Division game on the road, tight.